Yo people, how we doing? We're on the old Honda, which is today's subject is should you shy away from buying an older bike? And I'm going to tell you why you can save some money and why you should do it, especially as your first bike. Like, you should not shy away from older bikes. They've got a lot to show for themselves. Especially, where's this guy going, mate? It's still red. He's eager. It's hold on. Let me concentrate. Let me lock in. The one thing that older bikes show in today's age, like this bike is 25 years old and it starts on the button and it runs like a dream. No issues whatsoever. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. Whereas you see some of these new bikes that are literally fresh off the bloody dealership floor, coming up with all these engine faults, bloody engine problems, electrical problems, this, that, because they're newer. Obviously they're pushing a lot more power, but they're newer, so they're still quite fresh to the manufacturer still, to try and iron out all those issues. You have to have a bike for a long amount of time to realise what needs fixing on it, and you have to got to release it first before they can figure out those things. So older bikes, they just stand a testament to, if you buy them, you know that thing's solid, because mate, that thing's been running for 15 years already. So obviously with less tech as well, you're going to run into less issues. And the price range is massively different, so it is a lot more budget friendly for those people who don't have the crazy budget, like myself when I first got into it. I needed a cheap bike, and this was perfect, man. A cheap Honda 600F 2000 model, 25 years old, and it is absolutely a dream to ride. It rides like it's fresh off the floor, mate. Hasn't lost that much horsepower. I think we dynoed it and it was like 97. I think they come out with 99 on these old carbureted versions, and it's chilling, man. The Honda's chilling, and it will keep chilling for probably another 10 years. If you do the oil changes and you look after them, these old bikes will keep chugging along, man. They don't make them like they used to, and that is a fact. They really do not make them like they used to. Oh god, I hate having no mirrors, man. I can't see who's not braking behind me. Yeah, they are just a lot more solid, a lot more simple to build, a lot less problems happen because they are just so simple. So yeah, I really don't think you should shy away from buying an older bike. Some of the ones you could buy is like a ZX6, the old ZX6s, they're really cool and they sound really nice as well. Obviously the Hondas, I would definitely recommend those. Even like the old R6s and stuff, like, they're just timeless. And obviously all the new bikes now are based off these old legends that your mum and dad or that used to ride on, do you know what I mean? So like, they're proven to work, man. Don't get me wrong, the new bikes are still sick and they still probably are just as reliable as these new ones, but these new ones have got a lot more evidence to back it up that they are reliable and that they're a solid bike, you know what I mean? Because they've got that long period of time where they've been sound. On the newer ones, they look a lot better. Older bikes, they do have some classic looks to them, but a lot of them are quite curvy. They're not as aggressive and modern as like sleek as these new ones that are coming out. I do want a nice upgrade, you know what I mean? I want to switch it up at some point, but I still do love that classic design. Like, they are timeless. Like, this thing still turns heads, this little Honda, man. The big red front and the nice little wind ducts and the old school decals. You just can't beat it. And they've got more character, I think, as well. I think these older bikes have got a lot more character. Sorry, you might have a fly on the lens. Let me check. Well, let me rub it, just in case there is. Sorry if there is. There's nothing really I can do about it now. I might have just smudged it. We'll soon find out. They handle different, they sound different, they look different. There's just a lot more about them than these newer bikes, which are still good, but they're definitely mass produced, let's be honest. Newer bikes are definitely just sat on a bloody construction line, getting little bits of plastic put on them, cutting corners here so they can make more of them, and they're getting a bit plasticky and a bit less unique. That's the word I'm looking for. Older bikes are very unique. So if that's what you're looking for, that's what you'll get with an older bike as well. You'll stand out and you'll have something that's really got a lot of character, and you've got to kind of learn how it rides. Like this bike, you've got to keep it up in the revs, otherwise it won't respond. If I dump the throttle low revs, there's no ECU to regulate the fuel, so it will just dump all the fuel and it doesn't know what's going on, mate. So you've really got to play around with this bike in order to get it to respond to what you want it to do. Otherwise it won't respond. Oh, it's actually a lot harder to lean off this bike with the suit on. Gotta loosen this suit up. I'm a little bit more restricted. I love it though, it looks sick. Look at it. Oh yeah. I'm a little Power Ranger now. I went with the red because obviously the full red on the front of the bike, it matches, and obviously we've got the little bits of white in there as well with the under tray. There's no blue on it, I don't think. And then the yellow numbers and writing on the suit is the same as the yellow numbers on the side of my helmet, so it all matches. It's all colour coordinated. Insurance as well. Insurance is going to be way cheaper on an older bike in some circumstances. Some older cars and bikes can be a bit more of a risk to insurance companies. Same with road tax and stuff like that. But some insurances or some bikes actually are so old that you don't even need MOTs, which I'm pretty sure this should fall under, no? Because I swear if a car or a bike is like 25 years old or beyond, then it doesn't need an MOT. Is that right? I swear there's a fact or a number about that. And this bike's 25 years old, so I don't even know. I think I do need an MOT still, but I swear like years beyond that, like a 1999 or a 1998, they might not even need MOTs, to be fair, because they're in that range of like a classic or something. I can't remember now. There's something to do with that, I swear there is. Can't bloody remember, because like, there's some cars that you don't even need to wear seatbelts still, but there's nothing you can do about it, because it's an older car. There's something like that. Either way, moral of the story, go buy an older bike if you've got a low budget and you want an entry-level bike and you want something reliable that you know is going to work for 10 years because it's already been working for 10 years. There's nothing wrong with buying an old bike. Nothing at all. You see all these flashy bikes on Instagram and on YouTube in America. A lot of them have all got new bikes. You don't really see many old bikes over there. Whereas in England, it's quite common to see older bikes. But it's because we buy our bikes outright, to be honest, over here. We don't really finance stuff. America, it's a lot more down payments and financing over there. That's more normalised, which is why they've all got those fancy bikes, because a lot of them haven't brought them outright. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them have brought them outright, but a lot of them are just using them and they've paid a monthly fee for them, which is still fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't waste all your money at once, but that's why you see it all over there. But don't think you need a brand new ZX6. You can put up with an old one, especially for your first couple of years of riding. So that's all I've got to say on it. So yeah, hopefully that helps your decision if you're looking into stuff. You can hear from me. I've owned this thing for about 1.5 years, 2 years, and I will continue to own this thing because I absolutely love it. And it won't stop running. I've crashed it and it started up straight away and it still runs. The engine is sound after crashing it, do you know what I mean? Like, it does not care. These things are bulletproof. So I definitely recommend this bike. But yeah, older bikes, don't even worry about it. If you're looking at one and you want to save some money, go do it. You'll save yourself a lot of hassle. So yeah, that's my talk about older bikes. Let me know what you think down below. Old versus new.